Hi y'all, welcome. So happy to be here with you every Wednesday on Facebook Live. This week we're going to be talking about why struggle is essential for growth. I'm going to get to tell you one of my favorite stories ever. It came up this week because somebody in my work family, who may be watching, was just going through this phase of kind of feeling like an ET, just sort of like a person just not connecting with those around her. And I was like, yeah, you kind of are. And I described her as sort of like this butterfly or this moth that is sort of like halfway out of the cocoon, this awkward adolescence, and just being like, hey everyone, why aren't you seeing me as the full, beautiful butterfly queen that I am, and just like, you need to meditate, right? If that person only connected. So there's this story, the story of the struggling moth is the story that I'm going to tell, that I also is an essential part of the class Trust Yourself that is launched now. Yay! It's a 6-week online class, includes a lot of breath work, a lot of support from me, and it really is everything that I wish I learned when I was connecting to my intuition, and how to make sure that you actually take it out into the world and practice. It's called Trust Yourself for a reason, so I hope that you'll at least check out the landing page. I've gotten feedback from several people that they've just felt better after visiting the landing page. So so I figured I would tell the story today because, hey, it's one of my favorite stories. So, I just want to shout out to anyone who's feeling extra anxiety, who's feeling extra stuck, who's feeling like an ET, who's feeling like, when will they ever manifest the relationship or the job, or, there's just so much extra tension now. So I want to address that also, the viewers of this, right? The viewers of this video, you have been working on yourself. I know this because you're my audience and you're a really cool bunch of people, and you're growing in awareness and you're taking steps in that, and you're thinking about things differently, and it's because of that process that you feel different than everyone else, feeling a little bit disconnected. But the truth is that this stage is absolutely essential for where you want to go. So let's hop into the story. So the story goes like this. There was a man who was just walking around, and he found a cocoon, and he was just like, well, I'd really like to watch this cocoon, just come out as a moth. So he took the cocoon in, he built sort of like a little terrarium for the cocoon, and just took care of it every day, made sure it was in the right temperature. And one day he looked, and, there was the moth that was starting to break out of the cocoon, and he saw a little slit open, and he watched as this moth sort of like diligently, but also like struggled to like make its way out of the cocoon. And it was like several hours later, the moth was sort of hanging halfway out of the cocoon. And, the guy watching just watched for hours and was just like, when is it going to get out of it? It just wasn't moving. And just like figured he would just like help this moth. And so he took the cocoon and just very gently, he like made a tiny slit in the cocoon so that the moth could make its way out. And the moth, obviously just was able to slither right out of the cocoon. But when it got out of the cocoon, it showed up with a swollen body and shriveled wings. And so the guy was just waiting for, this body to change. Maybe after it got out of the cocoon, maybe, the water would move out into its wings, but it never did. And the moth spent its life not being able to fly and just walking around. And so what the guy didn't know, who was taking care of the moth, is that the struggle, the force that it took for this moth to move through this tiny hole, is the struggle that was absolutely essential for this moth to grow its wings. That it's the actual forceful motion of forcing through this tiny hole that squeezes whatever it needs to be squeezed out of the body into the wings. And so that even though the man's intentions were super, in the right place, he wasn't meaning to do harm, by taking away the moth's struggle, he also took away the moth's ability to fly. Now, what I love about this story is, again, we're talking to empaths here, people who are humanitarians, helpers, mothers, fathers, social workers, everyone here. We care for people. We're here to make a difference. So you can see yourself as the moth, and you can see yourself as the guy, as the caretaker. The caretaker is enabling, right? And when I would say no to people as a psychic medium that I couldn't read for them, oftentimes I would direct them to the struggle story. And I would say, your struggle right now, you're reaching out for help, but it's essential for you to grow. And now I can't be that guy who comes along and just makes it easy for you, because in the long run, it doesn't make it easier. And so that's what I'm here to say, is that the struggle that you're experiencing right now, the heightened anxiety, the whatever it is you're feeling, the exhaustion, whatever it may be that you're feeling, is essential for you to get to where you're going, right? So there's been a couple of consistent messages throughout these videos: connecting to yourself, being compassionate to yourself, and community. We're building that here. And I want to mention 2 opportunities for you to join our community. One of them is, if you missed the webinar yesterday, how to set energetic boundaries and tune into yourself. It was amazing. If you missed it, you can sign up for one tomorrow. We're going to put the sign up link in the comments as soon as this video is over. And so I hope that you join us there. That's a free webinar tomorrow night on Zoom. So exciting. And then, of course, we also have the opportunity to join Trust Yourself, which is a 6-week course. Classes begin November 4th. It's coming up. I'm very, very excited to bring this online. It's for people of all ages, all professions. I've had grandmothers and lawyers and doctors and social workers and tarot readers take it. And like I said, you can take it from the comfort of your own home, and you don't need to have anything special or any connections to anything special to join. People who have taken it really have gained the confidence to trust their intuition. That's literally the aim of the course. So if you're all interested, just check it out. It's on my website, BetsyLeFay.com/trustyourself. You can't miss it. So as always, I just want to recognize in these, lives that we have every week, you could be doing anything. You could be watching anything, anywhere, at any time, whether it's on replay. Your time is precious. It's an honor to be with you and to serve you on this common cause, right? To tune in and trust our intuition. So that's what we've got for this week. We'll see you next week. And in the meantime, may your intuition be with you.